Hi, welcome to this class where we're going to look at quiz games. So we've done a lot in our Python classes, and I think it's time that we started creating interactive programs. And games are often some of the most popular interactive programs, right? So let's look at playing some quiz games. All of us would have been part of some quizzes, at least in school, at any point of time. And here is a game that we are looking at, which is a Welcome to Ask Python quiz. Ask Python is actually a website, and the input that the system asks is an answer to the fact that are you ready to play the quiz, yes or no. The score starts from 0 and the total questions are 3. Okay. So if the answer to the first option, which is are you ready to play the quiz, is yes, then ask the system or ask the person at the other end of the computer to answer the question, what is your favorite programming language? And if he writes out Python, convert it to lowercase to match it with Python and score it as +1, saying that correct, you have answered it correctly, else print wrong answer. Okay, simple, nothing very complicated. Then go and answer. Ask the question, do you follow any author on Ask Python? Ask Python website is like a blog, and wait for the answer. If it is yes, then again score +1, and then show the third question. What is the name of your favorite website for learning Python? And if the answer is Ask Python, score +1, otherwise say wrong answer. At the end of it, say thank you for playing this small quiz game. You attempted the count of scores. So we already know if you got it correct, you would have got 1, 2, and 3. If you got any one of them wrong, you'll get a score of 2. So what will be the idea? You attempted 2 questions correctly. Marks is scored by total questions into 100, and then you print marks obtained is mark and then print by. So pretty simple. Let's start by playing this. Are you ready to play the quiz? If I say no, nothing will happen. Thank you for playing this quiz. You attempted 0 questions correctly and the marks obtained therefore is 0. So the only way to go forward is if I say yes. What is your favorite programming language? See, I will write it in caps, Python, and it says correct. Do you follow any author on Ask Python? No. What is the name of your favorite website for learning Python? Right? So I've got 1 out of 3 right, and therefore it says you attempted 1 question correctly. Now your question could be, how do I know what this convert to lower does? And for this, I would want you to see these above codes. Suppose I say answer 1 is equal to Python and I say print answer 1, it will print it the way I write it, right? So if I write it as Python, it will print it out like that. If I write it in caps, it print it out as caps. Now, mostly to standardize the inputs, at the back end, you write a code to convert it to either uppercase or lowercase so that whatever the input person writes in whichever way, you get a standard outcome. So here you can see I've written SU in capital and BHA in small, and I say answer it in caps. So upper means caps and lowercase means everything lowercase. And therefore, when I write it, you can see it will run it out in uppercase. Here, if I just write instead of upper, I write lower. Okay. It will run it out in lowercase. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a standardization over here. Right. Do try this out. Now the question becomes that the way to write the code is to make it repeatable, right? You don't want to have to go and edit in hard code any of the options. So what can you do? What you can do is to give assignments, right? So here you can see, instead of saying if answer lower is equal to Python, score +1, I have written answer is equal to X, Y, and Z and given options. Now, tomorrow, if I wanted to therefore rebuild this code with the same questions, but we want to do it for Java, I can do the needful. Okay, so one small bit, and here we go. So it has completed it, though I have not got the hard code here. So what is the difference here? If the answer lower is equal to X, and here what were we saying? If the answer lower is equal to Python. So this makes the code easily repeatable. Okay. So let's try by adding in information into this. Copy paste the code here. And instead of saying what is your favorite programming language being Java, Python, I say I want it to be Java. So all I do is here, I just do X is equal to Java, Y is equal to yes, and my correct options change. Okay. Here you can see I have got 2 out of these 3 answers as correct. I wrote Java, I said no, and then I said medium, and therefore I have got 66%. Okay, correctly. Now at this point, I want to give you an assignment. Take this code to the next level and create 4 more assignments. Okay, and here I'm just showing you an outcome. So here, the first is the name of the quiz itself. I want to allocate a name, assignment for the name of the quiz so that I can toggle between those assignments. Okay, welcome to whatever is the name of the quiz. Input is, are you ready to start the quiz? What is your favorite flower? Do you buy flowers as gifts? What is the name of your favorite website for ordering flowers? Now, these are the questions. You can see these are the older questions. I've just commented them out. Okay. Answers also, these are the older answers, and I have replaced it with the new answers. So, yes, I like rose, and I order flowers and I do it on Amazon. So, I can just run this. Yes, rose. No. Okay. So 2 out of 3 questions are right. Hence, you can see that it's working out fine. I hope you got the drift. You start off by actually creating the code as best as you can and then moving it into assignments. I now want you to take a break and create a quiz using numbers and the random library in a similar quiz game.